Hey guys, what's up? What? Something on my face? Oh, this. Yeah, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, today is my birthday, and I'm pretty excited. I don't know about you, but I love birthdays because I love attention. I don't know about you, but it is fun to get a ton of Facebook posts saying happy birthday from a whole lot of people that I don't know, but I appreciate the love. It's fantastic. So thank you so much. And if you like this, go ahead and and give me some love for my birthday. I really appreciate it. Anyway, I'm Brandon, as you probably know already. So today we're going to actually talk about using email to prospect. Reason we're going to talk about this is that actually yesterday, I was having a conversation with a bunch of other business owners who are very successful. And one person specifically said, I don't use email for prospecting. I don't understand it. And she had reasonings behind it, which is totally understandable. One of them being, which you probably have experienced this, is that she's gone through to networking events and people have taken her card and put her on without actually opting on their email list. And then on top of that, they send an abundance of emails over time. So that will leave a sour taste in anyone's mouth. That has happened to me. Yes, you can go and unsubscribe it, but there's actually laws against doing that. So first things first, I'm not going to even put this down as number one. I'm just going to put it a tip. Make sure people, give permission. They have to say yes. They have to opt into it. They have to you have to physically ask them, you have to send them an email, you have to give them a landing page to submit their information. You have to do it. That is the first and key rule to all of this. Literally, you can get blacklisted and not allowed to send out emails if you do that. So there's that. Then the other part of it too is that you got to provide value to people. So first and foremost. But I'm a big believer in email. A lot of people have talked about, oh, is email even alive anymore? Oh my God, people actually still using email? And some people are like, I don't check my email. Well, you know what? Most people do, all right? Email, in my mind, and because it's proven, is the most intimate marketing communication tool there is around. When someone actually says, hey, I want you to send me emails, or hey, I'm going to give you my email in exchange for this, knowing that I'm probably going to get other emails in the future that are going to provide me more value than just what I downloaded or watched or opted into, then you know what? It's a fair trade, and it's a relationship. Emails are also used for relationship purposes, whether you have past clients, prospects, existing clients. Having this email list to be able to send them valuable information in a mass email but makes it look very personal is extremely powerful. For example, for me, I have had a list for years. Now, I have to tell you, every time I send out an email, something good comes out of it. I one time sent out an email to somebody a number of times and had people come back to me and say, hey, Brandon, I want to work with you. Now, it doesn't always work out because it's not always a great fit and they're not always ready for our services. However, it's still people contacting me. I had one person contact me when it was 4 years since I heard from them. I did a speaking engagement. I offered them to opt in to get emails and to get more valuable information, and majority of them did, and they went ahead and opted into it. And this person I hadn't heard from the moment that I was actually at that event. I hadn't heard from him. And then, lo and behold, 4 years later, he reaches out in an email that I sent, and he's like, hey, I'm working for this new company. They really need your help. We're trying to go digital. We're looking to increase sales. Can you help us out? I was like, absolutely. Let's have a conversation. Now, again, that never turned into something, well, not as of right now, they're not quite ready for it. However, these conversations happen. I've had plenty of them where they have. Some of my biggest clients have come from email and just nurturing them and allowing them to see what we do, what philosophies we carry on. Another example, a current client, actually, we've been sending out emails for them and in our sequence that we do. And actually, they had a couple people respond. One for some potential speaking engagements, which leads to big money for them. Another one was an existing client they hadn't talked to in a while. And it was the big person that was leading the charge in what they're doing. And they went ahead and scheduled a face-to-face meeting. Now, that led to a huge opportunity. There's a multiple actually business opportunities within there. They're gonna start off a little small, but the other one that's really gonna lead up to something huge is a potential 6 to 7 figure deal. Now, it'll start off more of in the high 5 figures, but then it'll eventually lead into the 6 and 7 figure deal. One person, that's all it takes in some circumstances and in most circumstances. So it pays for itself. It's extremely valuable. And so using this to email people to your prospect is valuable. Here's the main tip here. Provide value. Provide value. You want to share information to them with your prospects. Now, you have to have relationships, so build relationships, because for instance, my client, they knew the person from offline. They've met with them, they've done business with them. So this isn't like a magic pill that you could just get people on the email list and then eventually turn them into sales, which you actually can, but it takes a relationship building process. And what I mean by that is that you have to, establishing offline is key. You don't have to do that. There's ways around it, and there's one way, a sequence where you actually you tell a story, tell your story, and you make yourself to be human, whether it's you or the business, because people buy off of people, and you can do that through email. Now, it takes a very particular type of skill set to do it. It's not easy, and we have people that do it for others, and you can learn. There's courses out there and such that you can learn how to do that type of writing, but it is very unique in how to form it, keep it flowing, and building it up. So we're actually going to be releasing this soon on our email list. So if you want to, go ahead onto the website and check it out, and go to www.brandonmlewin.com/email, and you can sign up for our emails, and you'll see it come up in the next couple weeks. Actually, we're going to launch this new sequence, so you'll be able to see it, relate to it, and it'll tell my story, so get to know each other a little bit better and go from there. So that'll be something extremely valuable, and we're going to use it as a teaching process too. So go ahead and sign up for it there. Another thing too with this building relationships is that beyond providing value and building relationships, you got to be consistent. I hope I spelled that right. I don't have spell check. So, but be consistent. Be consistent with it. It's very important to be consistent. So the person talked about, when I was talking about earlier in this, the person I was talking about was like, oh, they got bombarded by emails. The problem is that, yes, can you do too much? Yeah. Most times though, if you're providing value and you're doing it more often and consistently, it's good. What I have found personally from my own test and from talking from other people that have been very successful in using emails, the more often you email people with value and building relationships, not just trying to push them to buy something, but actually providing value. If you do it 2 times a week, on average, 2 to 3 times a week actually is the best way to keep the open rates up and the click-throughs increased and the subscriptions down. Yes, you heard it right. Subscriptions plummet the more consistent you are with your email. Because what happens is that people see this, you're providing value, they're happy with it. I mean, they signed up. They were the ones that took action, so they made the decision to move forward. So when they're getting this and they're consistently getting value from you, then that builds that relationship, and it keeps that subscription rate low, very low. And then on top of it, you don't have to, if they do opt out, that's usually within the first couple of emails. So it's, I know it sounds crazy. Some people are like, oh, that doesn't make any sense, but it works. It's the truth. It's the honest truth. I swear to God, we've done it and we've seen it, and then it just comes down to being consistent, providing value, building relationships. That's what it comes down to. So, and then the other thing here, and I don't know if this is really unnecessary, like to put it as a tip here, but you want to keep track of who's clicking on your information, because there might be opportunities for you to reach out to them. And so what you can do is there's certain systems you can score people and what they're doing as far as interacting with your website, opening your emails and clicking on them and so forth. And that's a whole nother topic, but just keep that in mind. Those are opportunities when people are really interacting with your website. Those are people that are usually really interested in what you're providing, and so reaching out to them is not a bad thing. Making it really subtle. You don't want to be like, hey, guess what? I saw you open up my emails like 5 million times and clicked on my links a bunch. How about we sit down and talk? No, that is a very bad approach and does not work whatsoever. It turns people off. So don't be stalkerish. Just make sure you approach it the right way. Make it very subtle. Just be like, hey, how's it going? It's been really a long time. Let's catch up and go from there. So there you go, guys, have it. Let me know what you think. If you're using email, if you have been on the fence about it, anything that really pops up about using this to prospect, or if you just like this video, go ahead and like it, love it, and then leave a comment below. I appreciate it. So see you guys later. Oh, hey, also one other thing. I forgot to invite you. If you really did like this and you want to know more about how something like this or some of the other videos and tips, sales, marketing, automation, how to really build your business development efforts for your business, if you want to, I'm offering a free 30-minute strategy consultation. So strategy session, completely free, no obligation, and also we're just gonna talk, right? And the very least, what we can do is you can walk away with some tips, some advice, some ideas that are really good. It's always good to have an outside perspective. And then at the end of the day, if you decide you want to work with us, great. If you don't, no big deal. We can continue this relationship going, and at the very least, we get to network. So I'm really looking forward to building up the relationship with you. And go ahead and click on the link. Go to brandonmlewin.com/30-minute strategy session, and I will see you there. All right.